Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is Sultan, otherwise known as Jenny Jr. Well, it is here. The early access is finally here. It's taking me quite a bit to download. Then some probably 9 million, 6 million, whoever knows, million is downloading the games. It's already got the game early. So, anyways, like I said, thanks to Star Wars Gaming News here. These are the test notes for today, and granted, it's an 8 gigabyte download, so it's quite a bit on top of the 13 gigabyte that the game already has in the game. But like I said, today, as you can see, all classes now reach 65, ongoing storyline. You do get one character that you can use to, basically start at 16, go straight up instead of doing, the whole thing all over again. Chapter 1, if you do Chapter 1, you'll get new armor. You'll get blue color rated armor. But you'll get new armor that'll teach you how to play the game. There's the new planet right there. New companions, and that's what I'm actually looking forward to. The new companions. They have completely changed it around. So, be interested in that one. That no more dying companion gets and trying to keep them happy and get them all maxed out and running out of git for all your other characters. Um, Okay, begin your alliance, continue adventuring with your companions, and that's the new companion system. This is the new platform called Star Fortress, that's the new one. Highlights 1 to 60 leveling experience. You did reach 60 like quicker and stuff like that. A primary stat, so your strength, willpower, cunning, aim, that's all then renamed to mastery, as you can see right there. To no more looking, okay, willpower, endurance, cunning, endurance, aim, endurance, it's all going to be mastery. The new leveling sync system says you're like leveling up to everything else and all. And then let's say you want to go back to a planet, back like Hoth or one of the other earlier planets, and you're 60 already, but you go back. Well, the game's going to auto sync you. Where when you go back, let's say you're level 60 and Hoth is. I think it's level 20 or something, level 20 or 30. The game will auto sync you back to level 20. You won't lose your towers, they'll just get a reduced tower rate. Legacy Datacron. Now this is what I'm actually looking forward to. Some of the characters I don't have them all. Some of the other ones, like my one Inquisitor, I'm pretty much down the majority of them, not all of them. But now you go to your legacy page, and you'll be able to see the legacy, and you'll be able to see, which ones you found, which ones you're still working on, stuff like that. But you'll be able to track your legacy in its account wide. So if one character has one datacron, like your Jedi side has one legacy, the Sith side characters will be able to get those as well because it's account wide. Okay, Black Points and Alteration Day, then revamped. Ranked Area Season 6 is now come to an end, which the TDT I don't get into too much. Then general, here's all your general stuff. See, all subscribers are granted an additional 2 character slots per server. Server character limit is now 30 per server. Oh, I thought it was going to be 50. Because right now I've got 16 in total, that have 2 slots open. So that means I've got 4 open slots now. Datacrons are now shared, through all your characters. And then players are able to do the random out and random pet abilities. So my Sith Inquisitor is going to have fun with that because he pretty much has them all. He's collecting them all on the Sith Inquisitor. New key binding option, in by default, new contain contact interface, default key binding. And then of course here you see the speeder system, it's being changed now. Okay, that's good, that's good. Okay, and then here's the companion system to being changed. Yeah, see, current attacking system has been replaced with a fluent containing characters react to the condensation option displayed to the reaction when a choice is made. Now, the trick was when you're like leveling up, let's say you want to keep that happy, but you want to go, depending on what mission you're doing, you wanted to go dark side. Well, you know that's not going to like that. So you get rid of that. You get somebody that likes that dark side choice, and or if you want to stay neutral, you get Trick out, and it'll stay neutral, and you won't lose the coins. Well, now it's going to show up. So if you try to get rid of one companion and use another companion, guess what? They might be on your shit doing crafting something or doing something for you, but they're still going to affect them because they'll be like, I know what you did there. I'm not the on the bridge or on the ship doing your crafting mission for you, but guess what? I know what you did, and it's still going to show up. So as you gain influence, you'll increase your influence rank with the companion. Increasing your influence rank with the companion directly increases your companion contact and crafting the bonus and bonusing the presence, crafting teeth, and crafting critical stuff, which is good because you want that critical crafting because they make the best stuff when they do that. Each point of provides a percentage bonus to companion performance rather than a flat number. That's good. Then the presence will scale better at higher level. Additionally, crafting bonuses are now entirely driven by influence rank. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. And as you can see, like right there, some companions like Blitz, she had that plus 15, so you definitely wanted to keep her happy and up there on the high side, so she can make you those, very, very special honor corners through your bounty hunter. Okay, all players of total can be converted. See, 1-to-1. See right there, influence goes beyond the previous 10,000. So we don't have to worry about, oh, geez, I got to get companion, get to keep them happy and get them up there. We don't have to worry about that no more. Oh, wow, we got a rank 6 now. See, right here, all companions with able to throw all 3 combat roles and can freely switch in between roles as long as they're not in battle. See right there, you need the droid on the truther side, but you want a healer because you want, run around with them. Well, you can set him as a healer now. See right here, companion gear now at a clearance basically. Players no longer need to worry about companions under the toning because of their outdated gear. While Klingon will still change the visual appearance, companions will just as they did before. It's important to look your desk when you're venturing across the galaxy. Companions will no longer gain combat stats from the gear. Due to this change, any gear slot which has no effect on a given companion will be removed from the companion. Any gear in the slots could be returned to the player without in-game nail. So right there, if you have a certain gear that you want them to run around with and look and use while they're running around, you'll get it back as an in-game nail item. But as you see, some companions, you wanted to have them, maxed out because they had, plus this or plus that and stuff like that. Well, that's not going to matter no more. All those items, all those stats are now just going to be gone. It's just going to be an apparent thing, and you can run around and enjoy something as one of the tank, DDS, or healing. Alright, planet level syncing. We added a new system called Level Sync. This system automatically lowers your character level slightly higher than the planet's maximum level. For example, if you're level 60 and return to Alderaan to do some missions, your character will be scaled back down to 34. When you're under a level sync, the following things will be adjusted on your character: your stats, your honor, and your weapon damage. However, while under level sync, we do not take away any ability or types of the deck that you may have. So like I said, if you're level 60 and you're running around, all those tires that you pick up at level 60, you'll be able to use. Okay, see right there, if you're level 60 killing a level 30 nods, you'll gain experience of Proteus authority in a level 60. This enables player to go play any of the content in the older title can get rewarded promptly to their time invested. And the whole idea to that one, that's the exploration one. There's a lot of planets called people like me who did the storyline, totally skipped the sideline stuff, just everything else, and just went on, because, hey, I got to get in this character 50 ASAP, I'll come back later. So that's going to take care of that problem right there. And I'm actually looking forward, because there are some sideline missions that's got a really good story, but at the same time, it's got some good stuff to pick up and play with. Alright, cartel items. Okay, cartel. Okay, October 27th, Scarlet. I'll actually see their unlocks on the 20th, which we already have. Additional little characters can be purchased. Okay, good. That's another thing I am going to be looking at, the collection. A lot of it hasn't changed where, you'd go in there and you're like, okay, I'm looking for a certain thing. And you had all of these other collections, and it took a while to go through all of them when you were trying to find one particular item. So hopefully they clear that up and made it easier. Alright, so, okay, here's the combat system, the one that everybody wants to know about. Okay, we rework some of the stats, the goal of helping to analyze as well as cleaning up some lingering imbalance between stats. These changes will reduce the amount of items that you'll find in-game which simply don't apply to your character. No more throwing items away because it was the wrong name stat or hitting that you have to get both critical hit and surge just to make a stat effective, which is good. So as you see right here, primary stats, strength, willpower, cunning, and aiming, which was your character's main stats. They had now been completely replaced with mastery skill. No more, oh geez, what do I need, blah, blah, blah. And I gotta make sure that he has, strength and willpower or aim and, yeah, I think, yeah, aim. I'll take the other one in. I got another. Um, yeah, like I said, that's good that they're replacing that. Okay, stat search has been removed. Search is now been rolled into critical rating. That's good. See, ensure that critical hit chance is never a wasted stat. Any of those elite that are not likely critical hit now convert any critical hit beyond 100% into additional critical damage, which is good. Base weapon actually has been increased to 90 to 100. All non-basic attacks already have 100% accuracy. This can change. Excuse me. Uh, so this can bring basic attacks up there, which is good. Power and defense, third slot. So I'm guessing they still had all of that in there. And these are basically the different classes. Now I'm just going to kind of scroll down, pause here and take a look at them. Or later on what I'll do is I'll, put the link to this page into the, what's it called, thing. So it'll find the link. Oh, okay, new one. Good, I like that. New healing powers, cool. Which can attack up to 3 times, good. So a lot of classes completely didn't change. Hopefully to the better, hopefully. Like I said, it's been going on for a while now. That they've been playing with the classes, trying to, find a good next good animation. Because that's the other thing. A lot of these will have animation, so they're trying to make it look good. But at the same time, balance it out. So it's now one class is overpowering versus another class. I'm liking some of these new setups. Alright, crew skills. Here's the crew skills. See, like right there, you won't have to worry about once you hit a certain level, you gotta go back and re-level. Nope. You just it'll just do it right then and there and keep going. And there's the next level, grade 8. And the next level, 500. So then you can donate that containing 2 existing craft material. Now, so the all-dark blue quality prototype, good. Yeah, right there. Reversing engineering no longer gives a random item. Instead, the item reverse engineer will give an improved version of that item, which is good. See, now when you get a include item, it has to increase the need better. All crafted items are now adaptive. The max now is 8 now. No more of these 12s. Okay, that's good. So now you only have to worry about 2 classes making your gear, which is basically your Jedi counselors and the truthers and bounty hunters. They'll do those. And here's what they can do. This is the new settings on the next, but it'll make all these. This will just make all those. Orange tech can make all those. Yeah, and like I said, that one thing that cows it'll make that I don't got me and start making them, where you can just it'll use and keep going over and over and over. Well, you see, that hasn't changed now. That's a consumable now. Yeah, all droid on it, then removed in the game. It's just the looks now. Oh, okay. So the one grenade here, this time on, not nothing that'll nick no grenades, but as you can see, it's reusable now. The name crafting here, this is what I'm really interested. Okay, relic cannot be corrupted that way. Good, good, good. And this here, I did a stream earlier that all the items that were being like taken out of the game, well, this is basically just a repeat of all the stuff that's being taken out of the game. And the last points of alteration. See, not in there node, and this one then taking from the game. Because nobody was really doing that. Nobody was really trying. And then solenoid. And these are all your flash points. Now my only question is, does it give us the guard droid so we can do all of the ignition with the guard droid? That's my question. Okay, hard node. And there's the red retard they all don't throw in. Alteration, this one you need a whole team. Okay, this is the new one right here. Each week there's going to be an alteration to do each week that the game's going to pick. And there's the new one, Star Fortress. And here's about the graphics, because supposedly they've made the game better and more balanced and optimized. See right there, players can choose a brand new level 1 character, or it's got a boosted character, 16 guts, 5. He added animation that highlights newly unlocked abilities. So there's a lot of stuff in here. And then you can see base combinations now. Data crystals, elite now, glowing data crystals. That's all been changed. Uh-oh. The amount of credits dropped and defeated NDCs have been greatly reduced. So no more, running around and killing everything just to get a few credits. And missions and NDCs. And storing this and doing this are identified. Yeah, this is the new labeling system, so you know which one's your story, which one's your side quest that you really don't need to worry about. Stuff like that. Heroic missions. Yeah, it's now on, so you need these heroic missions instead of run all the way back to the days to see that little drop box thing to turn it in. No, you can just turn it in right there and keep going. Right out in the field. And then if you want to get to the heroic mission, you'll have a teleport thing that you can just teleport right to the beginning area and go right into it and get to work on it. So you see right there, a lot of them been reduced to where you can just do you and a companion, but on some of them, like this one right here, you still need a full team just to really get it down. See right there, non-story mission, then reclassified exploration mission, use the gold triangle to see them. Until without experience, credits, and rewards, but they are not required to advance your story. Area missions have been converted into regular missions required to interact with the object or NPC in the field. That's good. I want to go back and keep doing that Section X area and stuff. There's an alliance system. And then here's all the thugs. And here's NPC changes. Yeah, all right. Well, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put a link into this thing so you can be able to go right here and take a look at it. But I finally, about an hour ago, got this game finally patched and done, just everything else. So we are going to, in a few moments, we are going to jump in and take a look at the game. I am really looking forward to this and seeing what happens. So give me a few moments to kind of get the game loaded, and we'll take a look at the in-game action. But I'm going to put a link to this whole thing. Star Wars gaming, this, everything else, and also you can actually take a look through yourself. So thanks for watching, thanks for following. Please subscribe to my channel, click the like button, dislike button, and may the Lord be with you. Bye-bye.